He comes down the lane. Tonight's second race, OSS Gold on the move. Gapping by a couple of lengths, that's a 6 Touched by an Angel, and they're off and trotting in this OSS Gold event. And Crunch in the Odds, first to leave. Wolverine Legend getting a sharp start. The two long shots on the board are 1-2 right now. Touched by an Angel is now engaging. There's another great mass slipping into fourth position, Strobe Lite on the inside, and they're stacked up through that first turn. Tavern Onthe Green is the early trailer. Crunch in the Odds getting pressure now as Touched by an Angel goes to the front, and another great mass has gone off stride, and that will change the complexion of this one. Touched by an Angel. 28 seconds to that first quarter. Crunch in the Odds is trotting in a second. Wolverine Legend, single file in third as they're by the 3/8 mark. Strobe Lite, followed by Tavern Onthe Green, and another great mass has reset, but has some work to do to catch the pack. Moving up to the halfway point, it's Touched by an Angel at 3-2 by the halfway point. First in 56 and 4. Crunch in the Odds is right on the helmet. Wolverine Legend is trotting in third. Strobe Lite is gapped in fourth. Racing in fifth, that's a Tavern Onthe Green, and lots of troubles there for another great mass moving further back in the pack. Touched by an Angel leads it for McNair as they race through that turn towards the 3/4. Crunch in the Odds, still pocket sitting, not flushed out yet. Field reaches up to that 3/4 mile mark, and it's Touched by an Angel there in 1:25 and 4, 29-second last fraction. Touched by an Angel trotting home. Crunch in the Odds is now applying pressure on the outside, now up to the wheel. Crunch in the Odds at 12-1 now grabs the top for MacDonald. Strobe Lite is still coming. Touched by an Angel seems to be falling off. Tavern Onthe Green. Crunch in the Odds at 12-1, and James MacDonald, they pull it out in this OSS Gold. It's Crunch in the Odds in front. Strobe Lite followed by Tavern Onthe Green. 154 and 2. Is now applying pressure on the outside, now up to the wheel. Crunch in the Odds at 12-1 now grabs the top for MacDonald. Strobe Lite is still coming. Touched by an Angel seems to be falling off. Tavern Onthe Green. Crunch in the Odds at 12-1, and James MacDonald, they pull it out in this OSS Gold. It's Crunch in the Odds in front. Strobe Lite followed by Tavern Onthe Green. 154 and 2. Even more impressive victory in the golds. Number 5, Crunch in the Odds, hitting a new lifetime mark of 154 and 2. 2-year-old colt by Green Manalishi out of the Yankee Glide mare Caroon, owned by Glenn Dyke. Blake Macintosh trained, and James MacDonald captaining the win. Crunch in the Odds, 12-1 upset in tonight's second race. 154 and 2 the time.
Crunch in the Odds now has a gold victory to go along with the grassroots he had just a couple of starts back. James MacDonald engineers it for trainer Blake Macintosh and owner Glenn Dyke. 54 and 2, big effort here. I know you hadn't sat behind him, at least in a charted line. What did you know about him coming in?
Not much. Blake had talked to me a couple times about him because I said, remind me, I'm pretty forgetful. But he said I think he's a nice colt. He's just lazy. Just make sure you kind of have his attention when he's going to the gate, and he did everything right. He was on the bit, trotted great, and I was surprised in the last turn he was kind of chewing on Doug's helmet, and when I moved him over, he didn't hesitate at all. He just jumped forward. So great effort for him, and happy for Blake.
Yeah, you have to be patient with him there, kind of in the stretch before you made that move?
Well, I know how good Doug's horse is. I didn't want to, jump out of the 2-hole early and cost myself second. So I tracked him as long as I could, and then I'm like, I don't know. Now it's time to see because he felt too good. So just really, really happy with how he raced and the effort he gave me. And Blake always does a great job, and he's having another great year.
And I mean, I both know it can go this way with 2-year-olds. They might show something training, then they don't necessarily show it the first couple. Then all of a sudden it'll click here like start 4.
Yeah, exactly. He's a big, strong horse too, and sometimes those big ones it just takes a little longer. The little quick ones they got it right away, and they're happy to do it just right from day one. But like you said, sometimes them big, strong horses it just takes them 3, 4, 5 starts to kind of find their groove, and he feels like he's starting to find his.
The other gold, you've got another great mass from the rail. Last week in that overflowing field, you had the second tier. Was that the reason for the break, or was there more to it?
I'm not really sure, to be honest, Chad. He felt great the whole way. He was trotting great going into the gate, and it was just as soon as the gate opened, maybe it was just the 11 hole because the other horses sprung and he tried to go with them, like just an odd break, but he felt great the rest of the way, finished up strong. I wasn't asking him for anything. He did it easy, so I think if he minds his manners, the rail's a little tricky, but if he's on his best behavior, he's definitely got a big shot.
Tomorrow, Superstar Chantilly's going to line up against obviously a different looking bunch. The Fillies and Mares Open. How do you do right by her to do both? Save her obviously for a stakes engagement, but also try and come away with a victory.
Yeah, it's just part of the job. It's just sometimes it's a little trickier than others, but she's a special horse. I expect her to be great. I think the ownership, the trainer, everyone, we all expect her to be great. All the fans expect her to be great. So my job to just work out the best trip I can. We want to keep that ball rolling, keep the win streak going into hopefully Pocono the following week. But I think we all know if Chantilly's on her game and she gets a nice trip, she's going to give any horse a pretty good run. So I expect her, like I said, to be great on Friday, tomorrow night. And if I can work out a trip for her, I think we'll hopefully see Chantilly back in the winner's circle.
All right. Well, good luck and thanks for the time.
Thank you very much.
All right, James MacDonald, crunching the odds in 154-2, upsets in the first gold.